Alright. Alright. As usual, gonna check the audio. Hopefully the game's audio isn't loud and I should be good to go. Okay, unfortunately the game's audio is really loud. Okay, so I'm still gonna have to lower it a little bit. So hold up. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I think it should be good. Anyways, welcome everybody, or to my YouTube watchers who happen to be watching the VOD of this to my YouTube subscribers who happen to be watching the VOD of this, welcome. I am Bronte75, and welcome to a chill live stream in which welcome to a chill live stream in which I am going to be revisiting the first 3 classic Mega Man games, Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. And the reason I'm doing this is because I am streaming on Twitch due to YouTube disabling my AdSense with their automated systems for no reason other than for shits and giggles. They believe that my account is related to another account, but they failed to provide any evidence of any disabled account, as well as reveal any specific policy that it violated. So yeah, I've been dealing with that for 2 months, and yep, at the time of the stream, it has officially been 2 months since they disabled my AdSense. But yeah, I do have one more month until I can send another. I do have one more month left. I do have one more month left. Oh my god, I cannot speak. I do have one more month left before I can send another appeal, in which when I do it is when I'm going to make a very, 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 very long paragraphs of pretty much everything that had happened since the day they used their AI to disable my AdSense. Because the fact that it's taken them this long to reinstate my account is just inexcusable. Seriously, like 10 years of trying to get 3,000 watch hours just for that bullshit to happen. Right, anyway, once again, I'm gonna check the audios, and then I should be good to start. Okay, I should be good to good. So yeah, all right. So pretty much as usual, because I am a small creator, I don't expect to get any chatters at all. So if there are any instances where there's nothing I can discuss about, I'm probably just gonna remain quiet and just focus on the game. So anyway, gonna be replaying Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. For one reason, is because it will be let's see, how many days from now? Let me double check. Yeah, so in about 4 days from now, at the time of the stream, my Mega Man retrospective will be a year old. It has been 1 year since I began this retrospective, as I started with this game, Mega Man 1, and then the most recent one I did was Mega Man 8, and I will be doing Mega Man and Base at some point this month, as soon as I finish doing more practice runs and maybe potentially learn some speedrunning techniques and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let's go on and get started here. And of course, just like in my original video from YouTube, I prefer this title screen. I prefer the Japanese title screen to the US title screen, where the latter has a blank screen. which pretty, it just shows the title, and then that's just it. But yeah, this one is just better. This one is 10 times better because the background is blue and it's got Mega Man in the front and center. Anyways, let's go on and get started. So, in all my playthroughs, I always start with Guts Man, not just to acquire his weapon, but it's also required to get the magnet beam. So I will be going for that. So yeah, since I did my videos on these games, I have learned I've actually learned how to do some new speedrunning techniques and glitches. So I'm actually gonna try it on. So I'm actually gonna try this one trick that I see them doing on Cutman's fight. As I'm gonna try to do the trick that Cool Kid, one of the speedrunners of this game, tried to use on Cutman. So I'm gonna see if I can get that off in this stream. Dang it, get on my face. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty rusty because I am no expert player on this game. Yeah, so unfortunately the auto fire in this game is useless, so the only way I can instantly kill enemies like these is to mash the fudge out of the square button. Dang it. Get enough time to guard. I'm gonna have to concentrate here. There we go. Yeah, I'm not that good at mashing. Alright, so big guy, is he gonna jump high or low? Okay, he's gonna jump low. Yeah, I'll take a hit. I hate these enemies. We're only in the first game and we're already dealing with tough as hell enemies like that. It's so stupid. Alright, coming up to Guts Man, and I'm really hoping this guy gives me a favorable pattern and not jump closer to me. Shoot. This time I jump. Yep, I knew it. I knew he would do this. Gutsman, you are a jerk. There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, so there is some slight input delay in this game, or at the very least in the Legacy Collection, since I am playing the PS4 version off my PS5. Thankfully it's nowhere near as bad as in the Switch version. Because on the Switch version of the Legacy Collection 1, the input lag is horrendous. Like, it is just as bad as the input lag from the X Legacy Collection. So it is dumb. Alright, next up is Cutman. Nice. Perfectly nice dodge right there. Alright, so yeah, I don't expect to get any chatters, so yeah. It at least gives me helps me concentrate at the very least. So I'm probably not gonna say much until I perform a specific glitch or a speedrunning technique. Can my shots not miss, please? There we go. Hopefully the stream isn't lagging. Hold up. Okay. Seems like it's going well. Nice. Yeah, pretty good so far. Oh, nice. Made it very quickly there. And I'm gonna pull out this cool trick right here. Nice. I love that trick. Thank you to these speedrunners for teaching me that. Wow, twice in a row I get screwed over by the stupid big guy enemy. Oh my god. And there's a chance I'm gonna take a crap ton of damage from Cut Man if I'm not careful. Alright, so I'm gonna try to pull off this trick that I saw Cool Kid do in his world record speedrun. What's gonna happen? I missed, damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god, stop jumping, dude. Damn. Dang, if I didn't mess it up, I would have gotten him completely stun. I would have gotten him completely stun locked right there. Yeah, what I was trying to do there was that one trick that I saw him do in his world record speedrun, to where you would press the select button. You would press the select button as soon as the pellet reaches Cut Man, and then if you unpause, he will be completely stun locked. So yeah, that was a trick that I was trying to do right there. I didn't actually do it in my video, but yeah, it actually helps out a lot. There we go. All right, onto Elect Man stage with a very kick-ass theme. I love it a lot. It is so good. Nice. Alright, no lags in the stream, surprisingly. Get those guys out of the way, and there's gonna be 3 more. Let's go. Right, and a tradition throughout the franchise is this gimmick. Dang, I messed up. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate here. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm messing this up so bad. This is gonna require concentration. Okay. I think I was there a little early. Don't mess this up. Yes, there we go. But yeah, a tradition throughout the franchise is the disappearing and reappearing blocks. We will be seeing them in a lot of these games. But to my YouTube audience who has seen my videos, what the fudge, dude? Okay, let's try that again. See, I cannot cleanly get some of this off while doing commentary. This is already pretty bad. Jeez. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna concentrate all out. I just need to stop talking. Alright, so here is where we'll need the magnet beam. Alright, so yeah, this does require using Gutsman's move, which is called the Super Arm, in order to get those blocks out of the way. So that way we have access to the magnet beam. And of course, this is the first special weapon in the series, and it is required to beat the game, as we will be needing it in Wily Stage 1. Not bad. This is such a good theme. Such a good theme. And you missed. Good bit. Alright, so coming up to Elect Man, so there's a chance he can still hit me though. I do know his pattern, but sometimes he can still screw me over, which I fear might happen. So really hope I get that. Really hope I get some of that luck. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm not very good at this game, so there are like several chances where I'm going to screw up a lot. Okay. Coming up on his fight here. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Hold still, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was a pretty bad run. I knew Collectman would. I said Collectman. I knew Electman would try to screw me over, but yeah, it was bound to happen. Okay, next up is Iceman. I like how he's wearing a winter coat, which is a pretty interesting part of his design. There you go. Yeah, I will not use the rewind. I won't use the rewind feature unless if I really have to. So yeah. But I am still gonna save state though, if I want to pull off a speedrun trick. Another section with the disappearing and reappearing blocks. So, yeah, so the classic Mega Man series always has an obsession with this gimmick. So we will have to deal with these in we will have to deal with these in every game. And I just noticed how Mega Man 8, I believe, is the only game to not have the disappearing and reappearing blocks. I just realized. After rewatching my vid on that game. I could be wrong. I could be wrong though, but I think it might be the only classic series game to not feature them. Okay. Jump down here. Alrighty, nice. Alrighty. Perfect run on the stage. Took no damage. At least I think I took no damage. I will definitely rewatch the VOD of this. Okay. Perfect. Alright, up against Iceman. Oh yeah, okay, so it looks like what they said on Twitter is true. So if you actually set all of the games to turbo mode, it eliminates the lag. So I wonder if that was fixed for. Wait, yeah, okay, I did see that it was fixed for. I did see that it was fixed for Mega Man 3. Yeah, so if you set the CPU speed to turbo, it eliminates the lag, I think. Interesting. I don't know how I failed to notice this. Throughout all the times I've been playing these games on this collection, as well as my videos on YouTube. Really weird. Yeah, I guess it helps a ton. It's kind of a shame that the X collection, the X Legacy collection, doesn't have this. At least for the SNES games. So weird. Anyway, up on Fireman stage. But yeah, the Thunder Beam. The Thunder Beam is still the best weapon in this game. It can destroy everything. It can literally just destroy everything all at once, like literally just pierce through them like they're nothing. So I see why Mega Man X5 decided to reference this by X having a weapon that's similar to this, where I think it fires in the right, top, and bottom all at the same time, similar to the Thunder Beam. I forget the name of that weapon from that game. Yeah, I will eventually find that out when I revisit that game for the retrospective. Cause yeah, I will be playing. Cause in this retrospective, I'm mostly just covering the main series games and maybe some of the spin-offs if necessary. Like if I can, that is. But yeah. So yeah, after Mega Man 11 is when I'll start doing the X series. So, yeah, and I will be tackling every mainline X game, maybe even some of the spin-offs if I can, because I feel like I do own the Mega Man Extreme games, the Game Boy Color. I do own the Mega Man Extreme games, which are the Game Boy Color games, on the 3DS. However, I don't have a way to record them because I don't have a 3DS capture card, and even if I wanted one, they are expensive as hell, and I have no interest in spending that much money on them. So at this rate, I'll have to resort to playing them on an emulator. Okay. There's already a good run on the stage here. Psh. Psh. Stream lagging? Okay. Okay, so far the stream has not lagged yet, which is great. Alright, up against Fireman here. I still don't know how to fight this MF without taking damage. I don't know if it's random on I don't know if it's random on whether he fires multiple fire waves or if he fires one, because like there's this cool trick that I've seen Cool Kid do in a speedrun that he did, to where he went through the whole game without taking damage once. He was able to manipulate Fireman into firing one fire wave so that he could jump over them easily. Like, I need to know how to do that. Like that is literally insanity. Anyways, up to Bomb Man stage, which is the last of the Robot Masters in this game, because this is the only Mega Man game in the franchise to feature 6 Robot Masters as opposed to 8 that we will see in the later entries, as I have showed in my retrospective on YouTube. Dang it. I hate that that keeps missing. Psh. I don't know why that kept whiffing. Okay. That was dumb. Wait, let me pick these up. I usually don't take a lot of damage from those turrets. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Nice. Okay, and we're gonna freeze the Sniper Joe with Iceman's weapon. Nice. Well-timed shot right there. Alright, we're gonna see these not sniper. Are we gonna see these bullet bill enemies spawn here this time? Let's see. Because in my one-shot video, when I went through this section, they did not show up at all. Okay, now they're showing up this time. they didn't actually show up when I did my video on this game. So like, what the heck? Oh, typical RNG. And do this to reset the enemy pattern so that I can freeze him. There we go. And switch back to Elect Man to get rid of this next Sniper Joe. I love how he was spazzing out right there, but now we gotta get rid of this next one. Yeah, these guys can't be annoying because even if you try to ignore them, they'll just straight up chase you. So, yeah, so we do have to deal with them, unfortunately. Okay. And also the only Mega Man game to oh, shoot, I was trying to switch to Fireman's weapon. Yeah, this is the only Mega Man game to feature enemies inside the boss room, which I find to be pretty interesting. Shoot. Okay, Bomb Man already screwed me over. Shoot. It's over. Alrighty, now we can move on to the Wily stages. It's not lagging. Okay. Let's do it. Ah, what the fudge? I just lost a follower. Okay, it might have been one of those bot accounts. That's fine. I just need 10 followers to complete one of my sub goals. And I also need some bits as well, but yeah. Anyways, on to the Wily stages. Ah, dang it. Okay, that's my fault for not reading in time. Oh, come on. I hate these enemies. They suck. Thank you. Damn, okay. I was actually planning on damage boosting off of the last big guy, but I already took damage for the first one. So, gotta waste my magnet beam energy, unfortunately. Just great. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna use Guts Man to get rid of these blocks so that I can save Elect Man energy for the Yellow Devil as he shows up in this stage. Dang it. Okay, whatever. That is fine. My stream has not lagged, which is great. Get out of here. Ah, no glitch this time. Okay. It's fine. No! Oh my god. I did not mean to select that. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, that trick is a lot harder to do than in Cutman stage, unfortunately. At least I was able to get it off in my video on this game. Shoot. Alright. That sucks. Okay. I'm gonna get off this glitch. Please, game. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll need some of this. Shoot, I messed it up. Darn it all. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Oh, they respawn. Okay, thank God. They respawn. That's perfect. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna make them respawn so that I can have enough. Damn, I was actually planning a strat there at the beginning of the stage, but then I failed to read the big guy's attacks, and then it ended up getting me hit. Goodness. Because if I took damage from that last one, then I'd be low on health. God dang it, dude. The RNG just loves to screw you over sometimes. It's stupid. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Perfect. Alright, so here comes the Yellow Devil, and just like in my video, I am not going to use the pause trick. Since he literally has the exact same attack pattern every time. So no RNG involved. Dang it. Oh, he unfortunately hit me there, but it's fine. Yeah, you gotta manipulate him into shooting upwards instead of directly at you. So that's another trick. There you go. Dang it. Yeah, I already know I'm gonna mess up truly badly here. Are you serious? Goodness gracious. I did not jump that high. I did not jump high enough to get hit by that. Screw you. Goodness. I don't even know what the hell happened there. That hitbox is way too large for no reason. Goodness. Either way, I feel like I did so much better in my video than I'm doing in the stream. I even prepared for the stream too, as I did revisit these games before doing the stream. Yeah, I love the Thunder Beam. Literally the most powerful weapon in this game. Go away, please. I'm gonna make sure some of these enemies don't respawn. I'm gonna try this trick again. Let's go. I love that trick, okay? That's actually a super useful trick. Shoutouts to Cool Kid, by the way. As he essentially taught casual players that trick right there. So yeah, you pop. So like so I do have the pause. So I do have pause mapped on R1. So if you actually yeah, just say pause. I meant to say that I have the select button. I have the select pause button mapped to R1. So if you press select as soon as the pellet shot reaches Cutman, and then if you unpause, he will be stun locked. Like he'll never get a chance to attack. So yeah. So yeah, that trick right there I learned from Cool Kid. Alright, what's gonna happen this time? Nice, okay. Got a perfect pattern from Electman right there. Doing pretty good so far, but I don't want to jinx myself just yet. Gotta be careful. Yeah, because if Mega Man runs while collecting a health or weapon pickup, he will continue running. And then probably until he touches a spike or falls into a bottomless pit. So yeah. That was a weird glitch that happened in my video, so yeah, making sure it doesn't happen this time. Nice. I love the Thunder Beam, it's so broken. Like it's very broken. It's very broken, but super powerful. Love this move too much. Ready? Switch to Fireman, as that's what our imposter is weak to. This is the copy Mega Man. Okay, I just noticed that my stream is lagging. Now it decides to lag, and of course it does that when I'm not looking. So I do apologize for the lag. There's nothing I can do. Like no matter what I try to set up on OBS, no matter what I set up on OBS, it'll just continue doing that. It's so annoying. Okay, should be good now. My apologies for that. Go back, please. Okay. Psh. It's over. Let's go. Wow, he's literally twerking. it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe what is happening right there, but it just looked like Mega Man was twerking as he just killed his imposter. Hilarious. Alrighty, on to Wily Stage 3. Let's do it. I'm gonna do another cool trick. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I didn't read that in time. That was my fault. There, that's the trick I'm trying to do, but I am failing to read these attacks in time. There we go. That was what I was trying to do. Those are not gonna hit. Nice. Alrighty, and then the rest of this is just a straight line with some penguin enemies spawning. Psh, 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 psh. Okay, now for these next set of ones, we gotta jump over them because if we try to shoot them, they will blow up in our face, so we cannot allow that. And jump to manipulate that last one. Alright, next up is the CWP boss. I forget the name of this thing. Okay. So destroy at least 4 of these with our Mega Buster, and then actually no, destroy the first 3 with the Mega Buster, and then kill the last 4 with Gutsman's move. There we go. It's over. And it's still funny how there's no explosion animation when killing the last one. Like the game's all like, ah yeah, you're done. It's time to go. We're not gonna create an explosion animation or anything. Ah man, it's still funny. Ready? Last stage. Get me to do this. Alright, the return of these green guys from the Mega Man stage, but yeah. They're still easy as pie. I think I have enough Elect Man energy. But I don't have any Magnet Beam energy, so that's gonna be a big problem. Yeah, so this is the this is the weirdest part. I forgot to bring this up when I did my video on this game, but I did eventually bring it up in my Mega Man 2 video. But why is it that not Gutsman, why is it that Dr. Wily has these golden Gutsman statues? Especially since Dr. Light is the one who created him. I don't get it. It's crazy how it's still funny how Dr. Wily has a super infatuation with a robot that isn't even made by him. I just find that to be really weird. Oh my gosh. Darn it. I thought that was gonna work. Whoops. Crap. Stupid input delay. Okay, no matter. No matter. Hoping they drop something. Psh. Might need more than this. Okay, no drops. Wonderful. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, just wait for this platform to take me all the way over there. Jump. Okay, then use the magnet beam. Okay, so this is what I was supposed to do. I don't know how I messed that up. Okay, and then just wait for it to come back. There we go. Ready? Now it's time for the boss rush, and this is gonna be the only time I use the pause trick. Because you have to fight 4 bosses all in 1 life. Nice, okay. Got that in 1 cycle. Okay, nice. Done pretty good. Nice. And I will have to fight Gutsman Buster only because I don't trust Bomb Man's weapon, so I'm not gonna use it. Okay, thank God he didn't get too close. Perfect. It's so much better to fight him Buster only. Alrighty. Switch to Fireman, as that is what Dr. Wily is weak to. Here he comes. And second phase. Wait for it. It's over. Wait. There we go. Okay, I thought that was the last hit. But there we go. We have defeated Dr. Wily for the first time, and I think this is when he goes, "Please forgive me, Mega Man." He's gonna keep doing this for all of the future games after this. And I think by the 3rd game, that's when it starts to get old. By the 3rd game, that's when it starts to get old. Like, he's just looking for ways to play the victim and just never own up every single time. Even in Mega Man 11, he still does it. And that's when even Mega Man gets tired of it. So, like, come on, dude. But yeah, that was it for Mega Man 1. Unfortunately, unfortunately, slightly worse run than in my video from almost a year ago. But either way, I still do enjoy this game, despite some of its issues. I still hate Bomb Man's weapon. I think it's the worst classic Mega Man weapon in my opinion. It's either that or Stone Man's weapon from Mega Man 5. Like, at least either one of the two are the worst weapons. That's, yeah, other than that, I do still enjoy this game. Even after a year later, there's still a lot of things that I need to learn. Like, you know, some of the speedrunning tricks, like the ones that I see speedrunners like Cool Kid do. That one trick that he does in Iceman stage, where he's able to skip both disappearing and reappearing block sections by firing the magnet beam at the top of the screen, and then just pretty much just does a zip up there. Like, that trick I still don't know how to do. Yeah, at some point I will try to learn it, see if I succeed at it. Anyways, we get to see Mega Man as a normal robot, and we also see his sister Roll and his creator and father, Dr. Light, who was eventually responsible for creating Proto Man, as he is Mega Man's older brother, as well as X, who is Mega Man's younger brother, who has his own series which takes place 100 years after this. So yeah, it's some pretty cool lore right there. Alrighty, so now we're gonna move on to Mega Man 2. In which, by the way, this game is the reason that this ended up becoming a franchise. So yeah, if it wasn't for this game, we probably would have never gotten the X series. We wouldn't have gotten the Zero series, the X series, Legends, Battle Network. This is this game right. Mega Man 2 is the reason this became a franchise, and I'm honestly glad. That the franchise is the way that it is now. Especially since we got that announcement of Dual Override in December of 2025, in which I was actually going to mention in part 2 of my Sonic Frontiers playthrough, but unfortunately that happened after YouTube disabled my AdSense. So yeah, it's stupid. Hopefully okay, we should be fine. Okay, we're gonna listen to this theme real quick, and then we will get started. Let me check the audio first. Okay. Alright, no dude chatters, but I see that there are 4 viewers watching. Yeah. But if you guys are new here, welcome. I'm Bronto75. I am a person who loves video games and comic books. In this case, though, I do love streaming them. And I did say in my Mega Man 1 run that I am currently covering a retrospective on this series, as my most recent one was Mega Man 8, and my next one is going to be Mega Man and Bass. So yeah, and aside from that, I'm also currently covering the IDW Sonic series, as my most recent issue was issue 13, and I will be reviewing issue 14 possibly around next month or in April, but we'll see. Anyways, on to Mega Man 2, and we're gonna be taking on Flashman first, as he is one of the easier robot masters in this game, who also has a super easy stage. Yeah, so this game is the first in the franchise to feature 8 bosses as opposed. This game is the first in the franchise to feature 8 bosses as opposed to 6, like in the last game. Yeah, I am playing this game in difficult mode, as that is how it's intended in the original Japanese version, where it did not have a normal mode. And this is one thing that I commend the Wily Wars for, which is the Sega Genesis remake of this game and 1 and 3. But yeah, when playing that version, it's always going to be in difficult mode. However, I do think it's a lot harder than the original NES version. But yeah, I will be saving my thoughts on that when I showcase it in my retrospective on YouTube. Very nice. Hey, and also a first for the series are the E-Tanks, since the first game did not have any E-Tanks, so this game is the first to feature them. So yeah, so upon I'm gonna manipulate the Sniper Joe. There we go. So yeah, upon collecting it, or upon using it, Mega Man can regenerate his health. So yeah, very useful if you're close to being dead by a boss. In which, in this case, it's gonna be Flashman. Shoot. Come on, you're dead. You're dead. There we go. But yeah, I've seen speedrunners being able to land every shot on Flashman without missing once. I think they speedrun this game on an actual NES, to where you get pixel perfect. You get like pixel perfect input, like without any input delays. I think that's what they used to speedrun, because there's no way that is possible on the Legacy Collection. And yeah, I think it's still possible on an emulator. But But yeah, because the Legacy Collection, even on PS4, still has a the Legacy Collection. The Legacy Collection, even on PS4, does have some input lag. So that's why it's not recommended to do on the Switch version, where the input lag on that is 10 times worse. So anyway, by beating Flashman, we get access to item 3. So now we're gonna tackle Airman next. Alright, so I did learn a new trick during one of my later playthroughs of this game, in which I didn't do in my video. So can I get this off? Nice. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna keep reloading my save state until I successfully get it off. Okay. That is a very hard trick. I almost got that off. Okay. Come on, I got this. I know I got this. Okay, that's fine. Wait. Okay. I almost got that off. Yeah, it's a very tough. It is a very tough trick. Like, you'd have to have pixel perfect positioning to not get hit by those things there. So yeah, I almost got that off fully, but yeah, that is a trick that you can do. I think that's something that the speedrunners have done as well. But yeah, it definitely helps out a lot. I am no speedrunner, but using tricks like that help with saving time. So yeah, so I am going to be doing that a lot in these streams. I'm going to be doing that a lot in the stream, I mean, jeez. Okay, and get rid of these, get rid of those bird enemies that would drop their eggs, in which their babies would come out. In which, funny thing, it's actually one of Storm Eagle's attacks in Mega Man X1. Which is pretty interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try this trick again. Darn it. Okay. Concentrate. Perfect. I did not need Flashman for that. So I never have to use it. I never have to use Flashman for that ever again. I've learned since I did my video on this game back in April of last year. So yeah, I've gotten much better at these classic Mega Man games. Hicks, yeah. Alrighty. Pretty short stage, as we're gonna come up into Airman. Of course, the first chatter I get is a bot. So that's I am going to ignore. Alright, here's Airman. I can't be able to jump over those. There we go. Wow. Wow, before he had a chance to attack again. Well-timed shots right there. I remember the game would lag there as well. I think I have turbo mode on. Let's see. Do I have it on? Yeah, okay. I have it on. Ready. Yeah, that's a bot, so that I am going to ignore. So again, I don't expect any chatters, but yeah, I am going to be streaming consistently on here all week. So yeah, so tomorrow is when I'm going to stream more Sonic Mega Mix Mania. Then on Wednesday is when I'm going to be streaming Spider-Man on the PS1. Thursday is when I'm going to be playing the TMNT Cowabunga collection. And Friday is when I'm going to be revisiting Dragon Ball Z Budokai. So I will be streaming all week in an attempt to gain an audience. And I will continue to do this until YouTube gives me back my monetization. again. Streaming on Twitch was not planned at all. It's all because of YouTube royally screwing me over for no reason. Anyways, onto Heatman stage right here. Yes. Thank God I was able to make that jump right there. Yeah, we have access to Air Shooter, which is probably one of the more underrated weapons in the franchise. And by beating Airman, we have access to Item 2, in which I am still going to use to skip the block puzzle section with the disappearing and reappearing blocks, because I'm still not good at. I still have yet to memorize that part. Ready? Oh my God, and these enemies I hate. These enemies I hated in Mega Man and Base, like especially in King Stage 1, because they would just spawn at in random areas. They're always just so annoying to deal with. Yes. I'm gonna use it again here. Okay, nice. I'm still gonna use it here. I'm still not good at this part. At least not yet. So yeah, this thing was basically rushed it before it was even a thing, as we will see it in Mega Man, as we will see him in Mega Man 3. Alrighty, and first use of Flashman, as it will freeze anything. However, you cannot pause the game until the weapon fully depletes. Thank goodness Mega Man 4 has a better version of this move. Anyway, here's Heatman right here. Ready? And very easy fight, even on difficult mode. So yeah, so the way he starts up his dash move is completely random. Like sometimes he'll do it at 60 frames, other times he'll do it at 90. So yeah, so it's completely random on whether he starts immediately or if he delays. So yeah, so of course this fight is affected by RNG. But thankfully you can exploit this though, as that is what the speedrunners have mentioned. Okay, he did it a little faster. And it's over. Let's freaking go. Is stream lagging? Nope. Okay, so far I noticed it lagged only once. So thankfully I'm streaming this on console, so I can see, so I can see the KBPS doing well. Let's see. Okay. So all squares are fully green. Alright, so by beating Heatman, we get access to his weapon, the Atomic Fire, which is the first chargeable weapon in the series. And also by beating him, we get the Item 1. So Dr. Light has given us all 3 items. I like how they don't even have names. They're just called Item 1, Item 2, and Item 3. I even mentioned that in my video too. Alright, so from this point on, we can pretty much just do any stage we want. So let's see. What should I do? Middleman's pretty difficult to fight without his weakness. So I guess we'll do Crashman next, because his stage is pretty fun to go through. So let's do it. Oh my God, I love, and his theme is pretty much one of the best ones in this game. Like I seriously love this a lot. What? Okay. For some reason he fired in the wrong direction. You're supposed to aim for the other guy. What the heck you doing, Mega Man? God, this theme is so good. I want to hear remix. I want to hear. I want to hear remixes of this. Sounds so good. Right. A pretty good run on the stage. Right, so unfortunately, Mega Man still climbs the ladder slowly. So yeah, you do have to do a brief jump to gain some extra speed. And then do this right here. Ignore that met. Yeah, stream like it. Nope, okay. And I'm gonna do this. I want to learn how to do this trick right here. Alright, so what? I will have to use Flashman here. What? Okay. That was weird. I was trying to jump off the ladder, but he's still clinging onto it. Okay. Yeah, the most annoying thing about this part. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, nice. Managed to avoid that, dude. Okay, I'm gonna take a hit, unfortunately. There you go. Okay, not too bad though. Since I don't know how to get past that. I don't know how to get through here without getting hit by that bird. It's unfortunate. Alright. Alright, coming up to Crash Man as he is weak to air, man. Alrighty. Yeah, thankfully you can manipulate him. You can manipulate him here. Get out of here. Super easy fight. Oh yeah, by the way, the victory theme in this game would end up being remixed in all of the later entries, starting with Mega Man 4, in which I think I might be able to play in the stream if I manage to beat the third game in time. So maybe there's a chance I might play all 6 games on stream. I don't know. But yeah, we will see. Alright, so I'm gonna tackle Quick Man. Yeah, so Quick Man is pretty much iconic for multiple reasons, as the character himself is very cool. The music is also super great. However, his stage is very infamous for the insta-kill laser gimmick. Yep, like this right here. As touching them on contact will result in an instant death. Yeah, for some reason, they decided to bring back this. Oh wow, I forgot the screen blackens, but for some reason they decided to bring back this gimmick for Turbo Man stage in Mega Man 7, as well as Zero Stage 1 in Mega Man X5. So yeah, them references. Yeah, anyway, you can kill these guys with air, man. Because I think fire is weak to wind, I believe. I think that's correct, because I think that's one thing that Avatar: The Last Airbender had taught me. Anyway, let's concentrate right here. Do not get hit by these lasers. And yes, you can get through this without using Flashman. No need to use Flashman. Let's go. Wait. Okay. No need to use Flashman. As I also did demonstrate this in my vid on this game in the retrospective. Alright, take a damage boost, because the enemy placement in this game can be very whack at times. Alrighty, I'm gonna save state here, since killing Quick Man requires all 7 crash bomb shots. So I'm gonna try to pull it off here. So he's always gonna jump over here when the fight starts. Then after that, it's gonna be random. Ah, dang! I was about to fire again. Dang it. Okay. Gonna reload my save file. I didn't realize I was low on health. Okay. Let's try again. Wait. Nice, okay, it still hits. Okay, I'm gonna regenerate my health. Shoot! Oh my god. Okay, at least it takes damage from the residue. There we go. It's over. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't realize I was low on health there. Alrighty, but good fight, I guess. Good stage though, but kind of a terrible fight, honestly. The fact that you need all 7 crash bomb shots just to kill Quick Man, it's crazy. Alrighty, I guess I'll do Middleman next. Why not? He is weak to Quick Man. I didn't show it in my video, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's better suited to do him later on in the game. And thankfully, I finally figured out how to do the zip. I finally figured out how to do the zip trick, the zip glitch. So I'm gonna save state, since I know I'm likely not gonna get this first try. Alright, so how it actually works is that you need to stand on. Okay, so you need to position yourself at this gear right here. Then I think you do it like this. Oh shoot. You do it like this. Oh my god, I'm messing it up. No. Okay, I'm already messing it up. Okay, let's try again. I'm trying to get this off. Oh my god, come on. Shoot. I managed to get this off. Oh, come on. Okay, hold up a sec. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Let me just switch my screen real quick. Yeah, let me close this for a bit, and then I'm just gonna watch the vid that I recorded of this to see how I actually got it off. Give me a second. Okay, I gotta stand on the edge of it. Okay, I see. Ready? I'm gonna switch it back. Okay, so I gotta stand on the edge of it. Come on, we got this. No, come what? What? Hello? No, okay, that's too close, that's too close. No, too high. I'm trying to get out this trick, dude. Yeah, okay, I gotta stand on the edge, okay. I think that's how I'm messing up. Come on. I want to get off this trick. Okay, thank you. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So yeah, so now I know how to skip that part. Now I know how to skip that section with those anchors. I never had to deal with that ever again. Thank God. I was trying to do that in my video, but I just kept on failing. But yeah, I figured out that if you press the shot button and then push left, in quick succession, that's when you can get out the zip. So, yeah, so now I finally figured out how to do that trick. Thank God. Because I had to watch a guide video on that to figure out how to do it. Thank goodness I never have to deal with that ever again. Holy moly balls. Okay. Very good. Okay, we're good. God. See, this is why speedrun videos. This is why watching speedrun videos can be helpful to improve your future playthroughs. So I don't get why many casual players tend to criticize speedrunners for supposedly cheating. The reason they use glitches is to save time in their runs. More importantly, gaining faster clear times. So yeah. Anyways, let's do this right here. There we go. Okay, I was hoping Metal Man would stay still the entire time, but yeah. Another trick in which I didn't actually show in my video, but if you hold on the square button, I am playing this on PlayStation, but if you hold the square button, and if the quick boomerang, like auto fires, Metal Man will not move. At least not unless you're too close to him. But even so, there is a way you can exploit his AI as well. But nice. So, with that, we got which is considered by many to be the best weapon in the game, and that is the Metal Blade. Alrighty. So up on Woodman stage next. Yeah, let's just do this right here. Get out of my way. Okay, and then avoid this next guy with the item 1. Alright, so coming up are the mini bosses, in which I do need to kill the first one with Heat Man's weapon. And then the next two, gonna use Flash Man. Get out of here. Nice. Nice. I love this song. I really love this track. It's so good. And Woodman is another very iconic robot master because him and Cutman show up as secret bosses, or actually no, only Cutman shows up as a secret boss, while Woodman is a mandatory boss. However, they only exist in the Saturn version of that game. Yeah, so it's such a shame that in all the later re-releases of Mega Man 8, it's always the PS1 version. And I even said in my video it's probably because that PS1 games are easier to emulate or something like that, or use source codes from. So they're not. So it seems that it's pretty much I'm willing to bet that Capcom probably lost the files for the Saturn version, so it is unfortunate. Am I stream lagging? Okay, no. Very good. Shoot. Well, he got me. Unfortunate. Ready? And another trick that I'd like to do here. Spawn item 2. And then ride it to avoid these chickens. Unfortunately, you can't do this in the Wily Wars Unfortunately, you can't do this in the Wily Wars version of this game, because like the item 2 is not as pixel perfect as it is in the original NES version. Anyways, here's Woodman. Psh. There we go. Okay, managed to hit him 3 times. Dang it! Oh my god, he hit me twice. That's bad. There we go. Yeah, it's very difficult to get. I was hoping I would kill Woodman before he had a chance to attack a 3rd time. Oh well. Because he was able to hit me twice there, so yeah, we had to go through that. We had to go through his leave shield cycle a third time. It's okay though. Ready? Last but not least is Bubble Man, and I'm gonna do another trick that I've learned from these speedrunners. Alright, so gonna save state here since I know I'm not gonna get it first try. Alright, so how you do it? Launch item 2, then jump, jump again. Dang it. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, let's try again. Because I'm guessing I wasn't high enough. Jump. Jump again. Oh my god, that is so precise. I want to get off this trick. Please, game. Jump. Jump again. Oh my god. You have to react so quickly to that. Come on. Alright, and the last guy's gonna miss. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do right there. I love that trick. A bit hard to get off, but it totally works. Alrighty. Wait, I don't need this. There we go. Alright, so now I needed to clear these groups of enemies here. There we go. So, yeah, so with the metal blade, you can aim this weapon in all 8 directions. So, yeah, so because of this, it ends up replacing the Mega Buster. So yeah, this weapon, I mean, it's great for utility, but I don't know. I think the Pharaoh shot from Mega Man 4 is better in my opinion. So yeah. For many reasons. Alright, so you gotta keep the baby frogs on screen so that the next frog will not shoot his babies. So yeah, best to keep that in mind. But yeah, that first trick that I did to avoid the frogs, it's very satisfying, but again, it's very you gotta do that, you gotta react to that second frog with super precise timing, because otherwise you're not getting through that section without getting hit. But yeah, how that works, you spawn item 2, I think at the highest position, then you just jump over the first 2 frogs attacks, and then the last frog is going to miss completely. So yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna get that first try. But yeah, when I'm finally glad I got to show that off in the stream. Anyways, we just killed Bubble Man there in mere seconds. Goodness gracious. Even on difficult mode, these guys are super easy. It is crazy. Somehow this game's robot masters are easier than the ones from Mega Man 1. How is that even possible? Ready? We're about to take on the big bad Dr. Wily for the second time. He's doing the thing with his eyebrows. For some reason, not sure why. And by the way, this theme will be reused for Mega Man 9. So yeah. I think I should be able to complete my classic Mega Man retrospective this year, and then I can move on to the X series. Anyways, we get to hear this goated theme. It sounds so kick-ass. I just realized I'm gonna need some more of item 3 later on. Nice, okay, almost full. Oh wow, and perfect timing too. Shoot. Well, that was a waste. So, wow, you literally have to wait for it to despawn. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make these enemies spawn pickups. Okay. Jeez, I cannot imagine playing this on an actual NES. So I ended up making the same mistake as in Mega Man 1. Come on, drop your things. Perfect. I will need this. There you go. Okay. That sucked right there. Alright, and we can ignore that Sniper Joe. And I am gonna use Flashman on this next one. Apparently this helps save time. Alrighty. So I don't have to deal with his shenanigans. There we go. Don't want to get too close, because the enemies can still damage you even while they're frozen. So yeah, so even if we freeze them, it does not disable their hitbox. Okay. Can we get this off? Nope, okay, that doesn't work. That does not work. Okay, jumped a little early there, that's fine. Okay, well that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Okay, just launch the first two. Yes, there we go. Perfect, and now we can just keep climbing all the way up, and no need to worry about these telebots. Am I stream lagging? Nope, okay. Alrighty, so coming up is the boss for this level, in which he is weak to quick boomerang. What sucks about this boss fight is that we're on a bottomless pit, and if he hits you with his flamethrowers, and if Mega Man takes if Mega Man takes severe contact damage from him, he will fall into a pit. Alright, so I'm gonna play it safe. Oh, yep. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, you take severe knockback damage. Oh jeez. Dang. This sucks. Okay, I should have save stated there. Cause now I gotta deal with this Sniper Joe. Goodness gracious. Yeah, at this point I think I'm starting to prefer Mega Man 3 over this game. Cause man, the rest of these stages kind of suck. Kind of suck ass. Alright, just wait for this dude to pass. Hurry up. Oh, that was a waste of Flashman right there. Just had to check my stream. Alright, this time I'm gonna save state because I don't want to go through that part again. There ain't nothing wrong with save stating, because I don't care. Why did that not happen the first time? Goodness. Stupid ash look. Yeah, the game really doesn't lag anymore if you turn on turbo. I don't even know how I never caught this. Turns out it's actually more useful than I thought. Alright, so we'll be needing this. Alright, so the jumping enemies from Crashman stage return. So we will be needing to, I think we might have to kill these guys repeatedly to gain some weapon energy. Alright, so I'll need some for Flashman just in case. Psh. Oh, wow, that missed completely. Okay. Weird. Okay. Alright, keep doing this until I get enough weapon energy. Yeah, no, yeah. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, they take one hit from the Metal Blade. I forgot about that. Psh. 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 You guys not gonna drop anything? Okay. Yes. Shoot. What will I need? Okay, probably item 3. Just in case. I get Flashman energy, and then do this. Make sure he doesn't attack. Wait, okay, hold up. Okay, do it like this. Do it like this. There we go. And we'll be needing I will be needing this in the next stage. What else? Okay, probably some more Metal Man energy. Use Flashman here, and then use Woodman. Not that. Psh. Psh. Okay, at least they're dropping some weapon energy. Always helps. Which one? Take this just in case. That it? Okay. Alright, so I will be needing item 3 here. Alright, perfect. Alright, so we'll have to take this nice and slow. So I've seen that the task speedrunners can actually get past those anchors without using Flashman, because it turns out that even the world record speedrunner cannot get past those. So yeah, they still have to use Flashman there. Oh my god. A lot of button mashing right there. Oh god. Yeah, so the auto fire in this game does have its uses, but not on every enemy or even bosses like this. So yeah, I do have to mash that square button instead of the triangle button, because I do have the auto fire mapped on triangle. Thankfully, by Mega Man 3, that's when the auto fire starts to get useful. I hope I didn't mess that up. Okay. Anyway, Wily Stage 3. Let's do it. hitbox of these spikes. The hitbox of these spikes are super big. So we cannot mess this up. Ooh, close. Okay, not bad. Get rid of this guy down there. Yes. I need some more Metal Man energy. What? Okay. I like how it's so weird. It's such a funny thing about these NES games. These enemies will just randomly despawn, even when you don't want them to. It's so stupid. Anyways, we got a giant Guts Man. Again, Wily still has an obsession with this guy. Not sure. Whoa, okay. I have never seen him spawn a Met. Okay. It's a shame that I landed the last hit before he launched it. That was actually pretty funny. Alrighty. Yeah, super relatively short stage right there. Alrighty, Wily stage 4. Alright, so this stage has one of the worst bosses in the entire franchise, and that is the Boo Beam Trap. But fortunately, I have learned a trick to where you can actually save some Crash Man energy. But this may require using some save states, because I know for a fact that I'm not going to get it first try, as pretty much some of it requires pixel perfect reaction and positioning too. Alright, so yeah, I will need some more Metal Man energy, because I will be saving it for the I may have to use it on a few occasions just in case. Ouch. Oh, of course he knocks me off. Stupid Mets. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this for now. There we go. Ready? Extra life for the win. Oh yeah, hold up. I just realized I forgot to set it to. Alright, this is one thing I see Twitch streamers do. You can actually rename your stream, so hold up. Okay, so right now I'm playing Mega Man 2. I have to do this real quick. Okay, yeah, gotta be this one. Okay, so right now I'm playing Mega Man 2. And then eventually I will play Mega Man 3. Is it changed? Yep, it's changed. Okay, yeah, it's changed. Okay. Need to make sure. Okay. Hopefully that might bring in some viewers. Spoiler, it won't. Anyway, let's get by going through. And then when I get to Mega Man 3, that's when I'm gonna switch the title. Alright, so where is this gonna go? Okay. So there's a hole right there. And interestingly enough, Mega Man and Bass decided to bring back this gimmick, as that does happen in a few stages in that game. But I will further describe it once I get to doing that video. Alright, so do not jump immediately down from the ladder, there are a bit of spikes down there. So wait for this platform. And I'm oh, okay. I was gonna damage this guy. I probably should have done that. Jump down here. Use item 1. Okay, we're not to use the... Okay. Damage boost. Thank you, speedrunners, for teaching me that trick. Oh wow, I forgot. He still slides a little when you come to a stop. Just like in Mega Man 1. So best to keep that in mind. Alright, now I'm gonna use Flashman here to see if it works. Or actually I'm gonna use Airman first. Okay. Do metal blades are actually... Yeah. I think there's a... Oh god, I just realized there's another one that spawns. This is unfortunate. How do you get past this dude without him hitting you? It's so dumb. Alright, now I'm gonna use Flashman there. Ready. I'm a save state here, since there is this cool trick that I do want to pull off, which will allow me to save some Crash Man energy. So I think how it works is if you do this. Okay, they are going to fire, so pause and unpause. Pause and unpause. There you go. Alright, and then... Oh boy. I'm scared I messed this up. I don't want to use the rewind feature. No, okay. It doesn't work like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to save state each time. It's not it is not an easy trick to pull off, and I don't understand how that one speedrunner was able to get it off first try. Okay, they're gonna fire. How it works is like this, I think. Right? Does that work? Oh my god. That is not an easy trick to pull off. Okay, let's try again. Shoot. Okay, well, I'm ahead. That's unfortunate. Does that work? Yes, it does work. Okay, perfect. Okay, good start. And I do have to do this twice. Okay, they're gonna fire again. So just wait for it. Because there's no way I'm dodging all 5 of them. Okay, perfect. Okay, here I'm gonna save state. I don't think I'll get this first try. You do it like this. Does this work? Oh yes, okay. First try. Do this. No. Okay, hold up. Okay. Okay, I just remembered. So that. Okay, I think I messed it up. No. Yes, okay. Okay, so you jump, then... Oh my god, how much health do I have? Yeah, use this just in case. So you have to jump and then take damage from the top turret, and then take another intentional hit from the bottom turret. And then right as you land, you gotta place your crash bomb. See if I can do it. Yes, let's go. I got it off. Let's freaking go. So yeah, a very tough trick, but it helps a lot with saving time, because the Wily Machine 2 is actually weak to the Crash Bomber, but because you have to use Because the Boo Beam Trap requires all 7 Crash Bombs to kill, you won't be able to have enough to kill Wily with that move. So thank God I finally learned how to do that trick. It helps out a lot. Alrighty. Anyways, this is the game that started the tradition of fighting all the bosses in one room before the final boss. So nothing more to say on it. I've already criticized this more than enough. I know Jay's reviews definitely has in all of his Mega Man review videos. It seems like he and I have the same opinions about the boss rushes used in every game. So yeah, it's literally no different at this point. Right, dodge all these air shooters, and then he's gonna jump over here, and I'm just snipe him. Goodbye. What a pushover. Is my stream lagging? Okay. Not lagging yet. Yes, 3 times. Get out of here. Yeah, using Airman on Woodman is a lot faster than using Heatman, because for Heatman like using charged up Heatman does do tremendous damage to Woodman, but it is significantly slower. So using Airman is much faster. Get out of here, Bubble Man. Alright, next is Quick Man. Oh god. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to fight this dude without his weakness. Yeah, because I do gotta save those crash bombs for Wily. Yeah, he's pretty difficult. This might have inspired his Doc Robot version in Mega Man 3, I fear. Okay, I'm gonna have to use an E-Tank. He's already kicking my ass. There we go. Oh wow, okay. Well, of course he dies right after I use it. Wonderful. Ready? Coming up is alright. So here is Crash Man. No, you're not supposed to jump yet, dude. There you go. So yeah, I think there are times where he'll jump if he's close. Man, get this. Metal Man is weak to his own move. Hilarious. Yeah, get out of here. Didn't work as planned, but it's fine. And Flashman is also weak to Metal Man. Alrighty. And I'm a save state here. Okay, so this is the reason I did that trick in the Boo Beam Trap boss fight. Is that I think depending on Wily's positioning, you can actually kill him in one hit with the Crash Bomb. Shoot. Wait, okay, I just remembered. So I think you jump over his first shot and then fire it. Okay. Remember now. Nice. Let's go. I got that first try. Oh my god, those speedrun videos and maybe even some guide videos on how to do the tricks help out a lot. Dang, I so wish I could have. I really wish I had learned about this when I did my video. Almost a year ago. Anyway, final stage. Okay, we're streaming for almost 2 hours. Okay. Okay, so looks like I'm most definitely going to be doing the first 3 games on stream. Anyways, it looks like this stage has apparently inspired the Resident Evil franchise. I'm guessing it makes a lot of sense since both franchises are made by Capcom. Yeah, also the first Mega Man game, I think, to have a 5th Wily stage, as Mega Man 3 also has one. Anyways, Dr. Wily is going to transform into an alien for some reason. Alright, so I'm going to pull yet another trick. So I'm going to purposefully get hit by his pellet, so I can score in a lot of hits. Shoot. Okay, that was not intentional. Nice. Oops. Okay. Bit too risky. Yeah, because he hits you really hard. He hits you really hard. It's over. Yep, okay. I was about to say if I missed one of those shots, I would have been dead. And it turns out that Dr. Wily was just using a virtual hologram this whole time. And the thing that was in this thing that was just shooting at us was just a flying device. What the heck? And then he goes, "Please forgive me, Mega Man," for the second time. You'd think Dr. Wily would have learned by this point, but he still does not. Goodness freaking gracious. Alrighty. I still wonder what this ending is trying to imply. We're only 2 games in, and Mega Man is already depressed. I mean, is he tired of the fact that he has to keep on fighting to save the world? Is this why Dr. Light created X, who was actually a pacifist, and who would always go, "Why must Reploids fight one another? I've had enough violence," which is a line that he actually said in Mega Man X7. Jeez. I guess it makes sense in a way. Alrighty, so that was it for Mega Man 2 for the NES. So I have gotten slightly better at this game, but I still do have a lot to learn. So yeah, I'm honestly glad that I managed to get off. I'm honestly glad I managed to get up that zip in Metal Man stage. I managed to get off a cool trick with the item 2 in Bubble Man stage, and I managed to get off a trick. Or glitch, rather. Yeah, I think both a trick and glitch in Wily Stage 3 with the Blue Beam Trap to save enough Crash Man energy. And I managed to one-shot both Wily phases once. So yeah, good stuff. And I was about to describe in that alien fight, but yeah, you can pretty much just you can let the alien damage you on purpose, so you can just use your invincibility frames to score in a lot of hits with Bubble Man. Yeah, you do have to be extra careful because the alien shots can do a lot of damage. I think it does more than 8 damage, I think, or 10 or 12, but yeah, gotta keep that in mind. Alrighty. Ooh. I'm just gonna go see what's happening on Twitter while this game's credits are rolling. Yeah, looks like the stream is in good condition right now. No new chatters, but I'm not expecting any at this point. I'll be surprised if I see someone say. I'll be surprised to see if somebody greets me. Alrighty, presented by Capcom USA. Wow, already some bots liking my tweet. What is going on? Alrighty. Alrighty, so that was it for Mega Man 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have this playing for a bit since I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. Here it is. Alright. I'm gonna have this playing for a bit, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. So I'll be back. I'm back. Just lower the audio a little bit. Damn, I already forgot where I set it as. Okay. I'm gonna check it to see if it's correct. So hopefully it's not louder than my commentary. Okay, I think it's good. Just lower it a little bit more. I think I had it up to 32 or 33. Alright, just one more time, and then I should be good to go. Okay. I think it's good. Yeah, okay. I think I had it at 31. Okay. Right, now let's continue. Alrighty, so I've been streaming. Okay, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Alright, so. Alright, so we're gonna be doing Mega Man 3 last, and then I will call it a stream. Let's go on and get started. So. I think I'm starting to prefer this game to Mega Man 2. I think I find this to be a better game, despite many of its issues. And for one reason is that Mega Man can slide now, so I will be using this a whole lot. Shoot, okay. There we go. But yeah, taking on Top Man first, as he is the easiest of the Robot Masters in this game. I tried to jump. Well, it was too late. Nice. So this is when the auto fire starts to become super hella useful. Cause now I get to kill some of these mini bosses in mere seconds. It's not even funny. Get out of here, Garfield. Ow. Not sure how you still hit me there. That was weird. Anyway, I'm just gonna use this. First appearance of our boy, Rush. And he will definitely be put to good use in the later entries. So good stuff. I still don't like this game's menu design. Thankfully it gets better in Mega Man 4 and onwards. Get across these top things, whatever they are. Which does look exactly like Top Man's attack. Which actually looks a lot like Top Man's top attack. And which he's about to do right now. Yeah, so all of them home in. Psh, psh, psh. Ah, crap, I jumped a little too early. Psh, psh. Man, Mega Man controls a lot better in this game than the first two entries. Psh. One more hit, I think. Dang it. I keep jumping so early. Oh my god. I'm so not good at reading that attack. Anyways, that was it for Top Man. Oh wow, he came close to killing me right there. All because I kept failing to read his attacks, but that's fine. Anyways, by beating him, we get the Top Spin, which is actually one of my favorite weapons in the entire classic Mega Man series, by the way. I don't think it's as terrible as people say it is. The only reason they think it's the worst is because they don't know how to properly execute it and use it well. So yeah. That's literally on them if they think it's one of the worst weapons. Like I still pick this any day over Power Stone for Mega Man 5. Anyways, on to Shadow Man. Not to be mistaken with the Sonic character who actually debuted 11 years after this game. Anyways, new character. This is Proto Man, and wow, I just took him out in mere seconds right there. But yeah, this game is his first appearance as he is Mega Man's older brother, and it's actually revealed at the end of the game that he was created by Dr. Light. So yeah, we will be seeing him more often. It's not until Mega Man 7 where he starts to have personality. So yeah, I did showcase that in my video on that game. So, yeah, I do love Proto Man, and I think I actually look forward to playing as him in Mega Man 9. I think that's the most the toughest part, since because I'm doing Mega Man and Bass next. I feel like I might have to do both Mega Man and Bass playthroughs. I don't know for sure, because eventually I'll end up doing the same for Mega Man X4 when I get to that game for my retrospective, but yeah, we will see. Okay, tricky part. So yeah, gonna be showcasing the top spin at its absolute greatest. So it can one-shot these parachute enemies. The only drawback is that when Mega Man hits enemies with this move, it does push him back. So yeah, gotta keep that in mind. Anyway, keep on sliding. Love this move. Whoosh. I love that animation for when he spins. Anyway, here is the Edgelord Man. Ah, dang it! Oh my god, he screwed me over. I didn't pay attention to my iframes. Of course, I want to screw up. And he kills me, all because wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe I messed it up so bad. Dang it. Well, now I gotta fight him Buster only because I'm out of top spin energy. Okay, sometimes I'll either slide or throw shurikens. Shoot, this is bad. Yeah, I can't predict when he's gonna do it. Oh my god. I can't believe I messed it up super bad. Oh, hold up. I forgot to do this. Dang it. I forgot to change the name of the game. Hold up. Alright, so right now I'm playing Mega Man 3. Here it is right here. Okay, has that been changed? Yes, okay, perfect. Is my stream lagging? Okay, no. Damn, I gotta fight this asshole Buster only because I ended up messing up with my top spin strat. Goodness. Okay, I think he throws his shuriken if he's close. Oh my god. Okay, I think I can exploit this. Oh, okay, he didn't slide that time. How are you supposed to predict? Are you kidding me? Alright, you know what, okay, I'm gonna take an intentional death. I don't know how to beat him without top spin. I can't believe I messed it up so bad. Ugh. I'm so mad right now. Just kill me. You got super lucky I fucked up there. Goodness. How many lives do I have? Okay, last one. I can't believe I messed it up. Goodness. Next time I'm save stating in case of stupid shit like this happens. Goodness. That was so stupid. Nope, okay. Okay, the one time I used the rerun feature in case of mistakes like that happen. I accidentally hit stage select instead of continue. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, please. Thank you. Tell me how this move is useless again? I'll never understand the top spin haters. Okay, I am safe stating this time. I'm not messing this up. How did I mess that up? What the hell was that? Jeez. Why is it that I'm recording and doing these streams? I fuck up so badly. God. Anyways, by defeating him, we have access to the Shadow Blade, which is pretty much a nerfed version of the Metal Blade from the last game, as it can only go in... I think it can only go in... Oh my god, okay, I have to find out. I have to find out one. Find out this next series. I'm already forgetting. I think it goes in 5 directions. I could be wrong, but anyways, we're gonna be taking on Gemini Man. Yeah, I didn't want to check this. Okay, how many directions does it go in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 directions. Okay, just needed to make sure there. Anyways, up to Gemini Man stage. Alright, so already onto a pretty annoying part. So we have to kill these flying enemies that would drop these flamethrowers. The not chill penguin enemies are thankfully not that much of an issue. We just need to deal with the flame shooting guys. Get out of my way. Wait. Okay, yes. Let's not jump in. On my way. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, save because if I mess this up. I'm gonna do this trick that I didn't actually do it in my video. Nope. Okay. Try again. There we go. So yeah, so this glitch I did not do in my video for plenty of reasons. Is to showcase Proto Man, but thankfully since I'm showcasing this game for the second time, you're not going to be seeing him there, because normally he would blow up. Normally he would blow up the that thing right there. I don't know what it's called. So that Mega Man can have easy access, but. Apparently Mega Man didn't need him this time, as he can pretty much he could literally just phase right through it. So yeah, another trick that I learned from speedrunners. So, and interestingly enough, this is the only time we get to hear his. This is the only time we get to hear his full whistle theme, as because like it literally gets cut off. It literally gets cut off. When he spawns in, but if you actually perform that glitch right there, that's literally the only time you get to hear the full thing. It is pretty hilarious, and because of that, it causes the stage music to cut off completely. So yeah, I will be doing it again at another stage. Anyways, the first appearance of the Rush Marine, and this is one of only 2 games to feature this mechanic. Interestingly enough, oh god. taking unnecessary damage. Okay. Get out of there. Oh my god, I'm low on health. I don't think I'm surviving. Shoot, okay. Okay, I'm gonna use tops. What? I didn't think that enemy would spawn there immediately. Okay. God damn it, man. Why are some of these things happening all of a sudden? Damn, not gonna go through this without Rush Marine. I didn't think that Dragonfly enemy would immediately spawn. It's like he knew I was gonna climb back up there. That's great. Just great. What is that hitbox? What the fudge, dude? That is dumb. Come on, I literally jumped and he still hit me. How is that even possible? God. I didn't know the hitbox was that massive. Goodness. Please tell me this is enough. He's gonna respawn. Am I hit? Yeah, I'm hit. Shoot. Nothing I can do about this. Okay, that should be more than enough energy. I can't believe I'm doing so much worse than the actual video. Shit. No, stop hitting me, dude. Okay. Now, of course, that misses. Ah! Oh my god. What is happening, dude? These enemies are just getting the These enemies are somehow getting the drop on me. What is this? How is he hitting me? I'm definitely gonna have to watch the VOD of this. I couldn't even process what happened there. Like he just spawned immediately. Right as I was about to, as soon as I re-entered that screen there. I didn't know that can happen. Alright, well, because of that, I'm gonna save state because I've already died twice there. Goodness. I've literally never seen that. That was a terrible run of this stage. Oh god. So much worse than in my video. So much worse than in my video too. Man. I cannot believe that actually happened. Like, whose idea was it to make that Dragonfly enemy immediately spawn in the second I go back to the previous game where I was trying to reset the pattern of those grasshopper enemies? Inexcusable. Anyways, up to Needle Man stage. Let's do it. I think that's what happened there. But yeah, I'll definitely recheck the VOD of this. So stupid. Anyway, on to Needle Man stage. Which thankfully is much easier than the last stage. Oops. Okay, once again, use Shadow Man to get rid of these cannons. Hello? I pressed the shot button, he didn't fire. What the heck, dude? Yes. Hey, I'm gonna grab this. Why does that keep missing? Goodness gracious, dude. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna dodge them. Since my attacks just never connect for some reason. So these enemies are allowed to have a wide hitbox, and my Shadow Blade doesn't. Okay, wonderful. I love when my weapons fail to connect and just gets me hit instead. Always wonderful, ain't it? Yes. Up against Needle here. There we go. Alright. Easy fight. Freaking easy fight. Hopefully, okay. Okay, I know for a fact that I might have lagged at some point without me noticing. Either way. Okay, how was the bitrate so much better than when I was playing Sonic Origins on Monday? Hell, even the Sonic Mega Mix Mania stream that I did last stream. It's really weird. Alright, so by defeating him, we get the Rush Jet. And by beating Shadow Man, we got the Rush Marine by beating Shadow Man, which is nice. Alright, next up is Snake Man. Which I believe is also the name of one of Luffy's moves from One Piece, which I find to be pretty interesting. Icky. Yeah, let's stick with this for now. Nice. There's another one, yep. I'm gonna use Rush Jet here. Alright, do not hit me, please. Perfect. I love that trick. It's such a satisfying skip. Oh, why'd you shoot up there? Was it because I was jumping? Either way. And here come these enemies, so they are weak to top spin, by the way. Nice. No stream lags yet. Alrighty, and I'm gonna do another skip with the Rush Jet. Not today, son. I love skipping those mini bosses. Yeah, like I said in my video, there is another way you can skip. There's another way you can skip the giant snakes. Is if you do a pixel perfect slide. I don't know how to do it, unfortunately, so I'm still not gonna try to get that off. Nice. And I'm gonna use Rush Jet to skip all of this too. And the best thing about Rush Jet in this game is that, unlike all the other future Mega Man, games that have the Rush Jet, to where he would just go straight forward, in this game, he can remain stationary and also he can also move in any direction. So yeah, and this is also the case. This is also the case for Mega Man 2 on Game Boy, where he can also move in any direction in that game. So yeah, very useful. Anyway, up against Snake Man, who is actually weak to Needle Man. Ouch. Okay, I should have just slid there. And bam. Oh yeah, so interestingly in this game, when killing a Robot Master, Mega Man actually walks towards the center of the screen after the victory clear theme plays. And then that's when he jumps and absorbs the like those ball explosion things from the Robot Master that he defeats to acquire their weapon. And yeah, so I think a trick that I've seen speedrunners do is that they try to kill the boss on the center, so that way it saves enough time. So yeah, it's actually, and it's the same case for Mega Man X1, where X does the same thing, where he would also walk towards the center of the screen. So yeah, I will be bringing that up once I get to that game for my retrospective. Anyway, on to Magnet Man stage. And we're about to meet Proto Man once again here. So every time you hear that whistle, that is when he will spawn. Nice. Alrighty. I'm gonna kill this dude with Gemini Man. Ooh, close. That missile almost got me there. Alright, we can get rid of these guys with Snake Man. Yeah, Snake Man's weapon is underrated. It's so good at killing grounded enemies like those guys. And then next up is the return of the disappearing and reappearing blocks, in which we can just bypass completely with Rush Jet. I do know that this is doable, but it is still slower, so I prefer the faster method of getting past that. There, so almost up to Magnet Man. So he is weak to. Okay, so he has two weaknesses. He's weak to Shadow Man, but also weak to Spark Man. And yeah, I do know that it's faster to use. I know that it's faster to use. It's faster to use Shadow Man. Nice. There you so. He's about to show up right now. Let's see if I can get this off. Here we go. And he takes 4 hits, by the way. Yep. Super easy. Let's freaking go. Damn, I'm still salty about the Shadow Man and Gemini Man runs. But yeah. I'm really hoping nothing gets worse than that. If I had known those BSs would happen, I should have save stated. Anyways, we get another one of the best weapons in this game, and that is the Magnet Missile, in which will home in on enemies as soon as the magnet missiles reach their position. Alright, here we go. Alright, so up on Hard Man stage, so I'm gonna do this trick. There is a plan B if I don't make it. Okay. So yeah, just turn around briefly to prevent that bee from spawning his babies. Kabam! Let's go. So you are still not going to see the bees in this video if you're a YouTube subscriber of my channel. Psh. Psh. Nice. And these next group of enemies we can kill with the top spin. I'm telling you, top spin is actually a good weapon. The only reason those guys think it's one of the worst weapons in these series is the only reason you think it's the worst weapon is because you don't know how to utilize it well. So yeah, more of a skill issue on your part. Like anybody who calls the top spin useless, that is pretty much a skill issue for you. You don't know how to properly use the weapon, so you pretty much have yourself to blame for not being good at using it. There we go. Ready. Alright, so we're about to meet Proto Man once again. So it's much more difficult to land every hit on him because of the steep because of how steep this is. There we go. Ready, not bad. Alright, and then afterwards it's gonna be hard, man. He's weak to Magnet Missile. And let's see if I can get out the trick again. Let's try again. Gonna save state in case if I mess this up. Let's go. I love that trick. See, you literally have to damage boost when he does his ground pound. Yeah. Not recommended to do the damage boost if Mega Man is low on health. Because that move does 6 damage, and if it hits you, and when it hits you twice, it does a total of 12. So yeah, so there's a chance that Hard Man could kill Mega Man with that move if Mega Man is low on health. So yeah, a very unique way of saving time. Alrighty, last Robot Master, and we're gonna go up against Sparky here. Let's do it. Here you go. Nice. One of the best themes in this game, by the way. No, I was gonna use Magnet Man, but I just remembered his weapon doesn't work on these enemies. So yeah, so stick to Shadow Blade. Nice. I kind of wonder if Shadow Man is the inspiration of Hidden Phantom from the Zero series, who also uses shurikens as a projectile, and that he's also a ninja too. Guess that makes sense. Oop! Dang it! Oh my god! I knew that was gonna happen. I was trying to jump cancel. It didn't come out. Damn, a lot of mistakes happening in this stream. Not surprised. That's fine. I'll take a hit. There we go. Yeah, thankfully it comes back like a boomerang, so yeah, it helps out a lot. Psh. Psh. Ow. I didn't think it had time to fire. Wonderful. There we go. That was what I was trying to do. I was trying to mess that up the first time. Yeah, the cool thing about this game is that I can now use the X button to make selections, which is great. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna use top spin on these enemies right here. They are also weak to this move. Again, I'll never understand the top spin hate. Twirl around like a boomerang. Mega Man is a ballerina. Mega Man is a ballerina now, which is pretty funny. Which is pretty funny to think about. Alright. Oh no, okay. I was thinking of the Doc Robot version of the stage. But anyways, we're gonna use Rush Jet right here to ignore these blue floating enemies. Nice. Ready, and then coming up to Spark Man. Sparky boy. Here we go. Shoot down here. Yes. Nice. Ready, and on to the worst part of this game, and it is of course the dock robots. Like, you can literally just make this game. Like, you could literally have this whole game without the dock robots, and it still wouldn't change anything. So it just makes you wonder, what is even the point? What is even the point of these enemies? And also, a very poor excuse of the devs to pad out playtime. I don't understand why they made this mandatory, but we still gotta go through this anyway. I've been streaming for how many hours now? I've been streaming for almost 3 hours ago. Yeah, so this will be the last. This will be the last game I showcase in this stream. Why didn't you fire Mega Man? Okay, that was weird. I hit the square button and the shot didn't come out. What was up? I don't understand how that keeps happening. Well, this game was rushed after all, so yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense as to how things like that would happen. Wow, he still got me? Okay. Wonderful. Okay, I'm about to run out of Mega Man energy. Unless they drop another health pickup, in which they're probably not gonna do. Nope, okay. Gotta rely on Mega Buster shots. Yeah, my only issue with Magnet Man is that his weapon it takes up a lot of energy. Oh wow, I didn't even know you can make those enemies despawn. I guess that helps. Yeah, it's a pretty funny quirk about these. It's a pretty funny quirk about these NES games, where the enemies can just despawn for no reason. Get this dude out of the way. Wait, I can use Rush Jet. Yeah, I can use Rush Jet. No need for that. Or okay, that works. So no need for that either. Alright, so up against the first Dock Robot Master. And that is Flashman. Yeah, so Flashman is actually weak to Needle Man, not Shadow Man. I made that mistake in my video. It's in these Dock robots have a very large hitbox. And they do 8 damage. So yeah, way too much. It's very crazy how their attacks do less damage than the contact damage. It's ridiculous. Okay. Use Rush Rim once again. Hopefully not give these enemies a chance to murder my ass again. Okay. Stream is not lagged. I saw it lag once, but yeah, I'll definitely check the VOD of this. Cause sometimes it mostly happens when I'm not looking. Dang it. Maybe that's my fault for not waiting. Oh boy, I'm low on health. Okay, I'm gonna use it right now. I don't trust this Dock robot. Alright, so we're about to fight up against Bubble Man here. And similar to Metal Blade, he is also weak to the Shadow Blade. Let's do it. It also has less range too, so that's the big problem. There we go. Alrighty, so that was it for the Gemini Man revisit. Key. Ready? Next up is Shadow Man. And I'm still going to do the glitch. So let's see how many tries this will take. So save state just in case. Nope, okay. Oops! Almost save stated on accident. Darn it, okay, I'll take the death. That's right, I might practice one. I managed to get this first try. Come on. How do those speedrunners get it off so easily? No? Okay. I'm gonna keep reloading my save state until I get off the until the game decides to let me get off this trick. Oh, come on, I wasn't even that close to it. Okay, it should have happened. Come on, game. Let me get off the glitch, please. Okay, did not happen. Shoot, okay, that was my fault. I was too close to it. There we go. Finally got it off. So yeah, doing that eliminates the lag. No. Okay, I guess the game was like, nah, we're not done yet. We ain't done yet. Come on, game, you let me get it off, but you still decide to kill me for no reason. Jesus Christ. For once, I'm actually glad I don't have chatters. Ready. Come on. Hello? Thank you. Jesus. I'm gonna keep resetting until it lets me get off the glitch. I got it, but then I still fucked it up. This is so annoying. Finally, thank you. Okay, don't die this time, please. There you go. There you go. So yeah, doing that eliminates the lag. So of course, doing that glitch, however, does cause the music to cut off. However, in a positive matter, it does help with saving some time as it removes the lag. Even though I have turbo mode on, but I am still gonna showcase this as if you were to play on an actual NES, and if you didn't perform the glitch, you would end up experiencing a lot of lag. So, yeah. So doing this trick is recommended. I mean, there are times where I get this off first try. Other times, oh my god, it's just way too demanding. Like sometimes it would just not register. Like it's just super pixel perfect. Anyways, facing off against Woodman as he's weak to Needle Man. I don't know the visual cue in the jump. Okay, that works. That works. Alright, use Mega Man on these next group of enemies. Psh. 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 Am I stream lagging? Okay, nope. Psh. Psh. Alright, perfect. Not bad. Alright, next up is Heat Man, and he is weak to top spin. Right, can we get this off? I was hoping I would that. What are you doing, dude? Heat Man. I didn't realize I was low on health. Okay, that's my fault. I keep making the same mistake every time. I never pay attention to my health. Goodness gracious. Okay, thankfully this time I didn't waste my top man energy. So, that's the best part. Wait for the iframes to end. Oh my god, okay. Use my attack. He almost killed me. He almost killed me again. There you go. Jeez, dude. These stock robots are no joke. Alrighty, next up is Needle Man, in which we're gonna be facing Crash Man and Air Man and Crash Man. I like how this takes place at nighttime this time around. Sonic Unleashed took notes, apparently. My stream lagging? Nope, okay. Good. Ouch. Of course, that still hits me. No matter, though. Alright, Rush Coil. And use Gemini Man on this next enemy coming up. Psh, psh. Why did that miss? Okay, there you go. Okay, and use Rush Coil. Use Rush Coil again. There we go. Wow, before you had a chance to fire too. Ready? And the only time I'm ever going to use Spark Man in this entire playthrough, as it is the weakness of Air Man. So let's do it. And thankfully I can slide. Wow, I was a little late, but thankfully I can slide under his air shooters this time. Nicely done. Crap. Why does he do so much damage? It's so stupid. Okay. My god, die please. Are you kidding me? Of course I'm all out. Wow, he's gonna kill me again. What is happening in this stream, dude? Just getting effed over for no reason. I'll do this trick right here. Yes. Dang it, I thought that was gonna work. It's fine. Jeez, I'm out of E-tanks too. It's gonna be the most egregious part. Yeah, I'm out of E-tanks. So if I game over on this, it's fish as good as dead. There we go. No, damn it, why did I miss? Oh, come on. This game is not being nice to me for some reason. I hated that those shots missed. Okay. Alright, next up is Crash Man. He's weak to hard, man. Let's do it. Of course I miss. Nice, okay. That works. That works, I'll take it. I will take it. Ready. Last up is Sparky. Let's do it. And in which we're gonna be fighting Metal Man and Quick Man. I know Quick Man is gonna give me a lot of trouble, I fear. I know that's gonna happen. Okay. There we go. Unless we get to hear this kick-ass theme again. Okay, make sure these guys don't get a chance to fire. Okay, thank God. Alrighty, been streaming for almost 3 hours. I didn't think this would be a long stream, considering how short these games are. Yeah, it's bound to happen, I guess. What? Are you kidding me, game? I'm not even surprised anymore at this point. Getting the worst luck ever in this stream. Of all times where this happens. Whatever. Perfect. Alright, at least I got a better boss fight. I'm gonna count it. So these annoying blue enemies are gonna spawn, so I will kill them with the Shadow Blade. And I can also make these things despawn. So yeah, helps out a lot. Wait, okay, fire. Do this. Nice. I love that trick. Such a cool trick. Psh. I ignore that one. I'm just gonna damage boost. Damage boosting always works. But can't take too much damage though, because we gotta save it for Quick Man. Here we go. I don't trust this MF, so I don't have any E-tanks either, so I gotta make it count. Hoping I have some good luck. Okay, I think he's gonna jump first. Yes. Up. Okay, not like that. Okay, no. Okay, okay, I thought he was gonna jump to the left, but no, he didn't do it fully. Shit. Oh my god. I literally hit the square button and Mega Man just chose not to fire a shot. What is happening here? There we go. Alright, that's it for all the Doc Robot Masters. Still, it is still one of the worst part. It is still the worst part of this game. Glad that's finally done. Get out of here. Thankfully, we're already on to the better parts of this game. Oh no! Right after we received the last element, Wily ran off with Gamma. I can't believe they spelled his name wrong there. Not even the Legacy Collection fixed this, so what the hell? What the H? And he's doing the eyebrow thing again. I'm not even sure why I'm not sure why he's doing that, other than to, I don't know, trying to look evil or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're on to the better part of this game, the Wily stages, and thankfully these are so much better than the Wily stages from the last game. Oh shoot. Oh wow, I wasted a lot of rushed in energy. Whoops. But thankfully, conveniently placed weapon capsules right here. Perfect, because I will be needing these later on in the game. Okay. Phone, can you shut up please? Even having my phone on vibrate is really annoying. Oh, hold up. Hold up a second. I swear I switched this, did I not? Let me double check. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make sure. I'm not sure why it says Mega Man 2 there, even though I literally switched it. Okay, yeah, it's weird. It is weird. Okay, anyway, let's get back. Anyway, this next boss is week 2, Top Man. Let's do it. Okay, of course that's gonna happen. A lot of bad luck happening in this stream. Not surprised anymore. Despite that though, easy fight. Easy fight. Ready, so next up is the Yellow Devil, and I'm still gonna perform the trick that I did in my video. I will save state in case some stupid BS happens, because that's been happening a lot throughout the stream. No! Ah! Yep, knew that was gonna happen. A lot of bad luck happening on this stream. Dude, can you aim that upwards, please? Thank you. Well, unfortunately, we saw the beast in the stream. Cool. Okay. Why did I even try it? Why did I even try it? Okay, I've never shed energy again. Yeah. I got the worst luck possible playing this game. Usually none of these happen. Goodness gracious. Never attempt a side jump trick in this game. That time I'm gonna use the analog stick. Cause trying to use a D-pad for stuff like that is just it's just really tough as hell. It's just very tough to do, at least for me. Okay. Ready. Facing off against Yellow Devil. Save stating. Sometimes I get it first try, other times I mess it up. Yeah, second appearance of the Yellow Devil, as he's the upgraded version of the one from Mega Man 1. You're dead. Let's go. Got it first try. I love that trick so much. Thank you, speedrunners, for teaching me that trick. Alrighty. Ready? Wily stage 3. Okay, just remembered. Alright, so wait for it. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna pull yet another cool trick right here. Bam. And for some reason they did not give these Wily stages iframes. So you can literally just kill them in like in a split second. At least that's what I think the speedrunners do. It is hilarious. I'm gonna need some weapon energy. Magnet Man. We're gonna need some Magnet Man energy for Hard Man, since I'm still gonna perform that trick and some of that too. Yes, throw it up there. Yeah, so you can actually manipulate those enemies into throwing their cubes. You can actually manipulate those enemies into throwing their cubes upwards, because yeah, they literally home in on Mega Man, so yeah, best to watch out for that. Nice. I love manipulating the enemies. So yeah, the classic AI exploitation trick. Oops. So yeah, works every time. Alrighty, and just like in Mega Man 2, we gotta refight all the previous robot masters before we can fight against the final boss. Alright, so first up is who again? Oh yeah, the first up is Needle Man. Let's do it. I was about to say Gemini Man, but he doesn't show up till later. Nice, let's go. Alrighty. Got the perfect pattern on Needle Man twice in this stream. Let's go. Next up is Magnet Man. Oh wow, he was about to do his barrier move. I think if you launch another Shadow Blade, that's when he stops doing it. I found that to be pretty funny. Oh, you didn't jump that time. Okay. Alright, weird. Alright, next up is hard, man. So I'm gonna use the same trick. Let's go. Did not stand a chance. Alright, so next up is Top Man, and he is weak to Hard Man, by the way. See if I can get this off. Whoa, is my stream lagging? Hold up. I just noticed. I'm just gonna wait till it's over. Wow, it lagged when I was getting off the hard man trick. Okay, are we good now? Okay, I think that's the second time overall it lagged. Are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, up against Top Man. Oops. Oh my god, I'm messing up. I'm messing up! Jesus Christ. I got distracted by that lag, so yeah, of course, that's gonna almost get me killed. Thanks, OBS. Right, let's not mess this up again. Psh. There we go. I can't believe I messed it up first try. That Top Man strat on Shadow Man. Ready? Up against Sparky again. Shoot. Nice. Nicely done. Alright. Do this again. I tried to slide under him, it was too late. There we go. Alright, so I think that's all the Robot Masters. Yep, okay. That's all the Robot Masters. Perfect. Alright, let's check. Well, we need some Snake Man energy. I don't think so. Actually, yeah, just in case. Just in case. And take some Hard Man energy too. Because I will be needing it in the... I will be needing it for the Wily Machine 3. Ready? So you hit it 4 times. Nicely done. Ready? And then get Rush in here. Because thank God in this game, Rush can remain stationary and also move in any direction. It's over. It's so funny how they didn't give the... It's so funny how they didn't give these wily bosses iframes. Like, what is this, Capcom? And of course, that's a freaking decoy. Why am I not surprised at this point? Ready? Final boss. Probably the easiest one so far. Now, I'm a save state though, in case if I mess this up. Let's try it. And here is Gamma. Dodge. Get Snake Man out. It's over. What? No, nope. That's not happening. Not happening. Screw you, game. That's not happening. Alright, let's try that again. I wanna pull this off. You're not ruining this for me, game. That was not supposed to happen. Dodge. Let me get this up, please, game. There we go. It doesn't count. That never happened. Anyways, that was it for Mega Man 3. the most bad luck I've ever had when playing this game. Because normally I can get this off super easily, but nope. Because I'm recording, or in this case streaming, of course bad luck is just a let's play curse is gonna happen. No surprise. Mega Man, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. There's that whistle. This whistle. It must have been Proto Man. And this is where we can hear. What do you call this? This is where you can hear a variation of his whistle theme. Because the one that you hear in the main game, I think has to be his original one, but you never get to hear it unless you perform a glitch. But yeah, that was it for Mega Man 3. I do love this game still, despite its flaws. I just hate the fact that some of the craziest things happen. And now it even happened on the final boss there, where I guess I was super close to his hitbox and then it got me hit. As I was trying to pull off a strat there, but okay. Yeah, I can't believe I got the worst luck possible when playing these games on stream. At least I don't have any chatters though, so that's the best thing. So that's the best thing, so that it gives me enough time to concentrate. Alrighty, but yeah, that was it for Mega Man 3, and I will be revisiting these games again, probably in a future stream, because man, I've gotten better with Mega Man 1, thankfully, but as for Mega Man 2 and especially 3, oh jeez, I got the worst luck possible. Like I literally just had a Let's Play curse. But yeah, it'll still be going up on the VOD channel. So yeah, but I feel like I did much better in the actual videos and the retrospective. But yeah, because funny thing, I actually did. This was another stream that I plan on doing on YouTube before YouTube removed my monetization. But so yeah, because again, this retrospective series will be a year old in 4 days at the time of the stream. But yeah, I love all these games. I do love Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1 gets hate sometimes, probably because of its difficulty, but on repeat playthroughs it gets better over time, and same for Mega Man 2 and 3. I still don't like the Wily stages in Mega Man 2, but Mega Man 3 though, Mega Man 3's Wily stages are better. So so it's one of the main reasons why I prefer this game to Mega Man 2. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. So I think next Monday is when I'm going to revisit Mega Man 4, 5, and 6. As I think I prefer the last 3 games on the NES than the first 3. And one of them is one of my favorite Mega Man games of all time, which is Mega Man 4. Yeah, so anyway, so to my YouTube subscribers, if you took the time to watch this whole video, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this whole thing and just seeing me suffer throughout. But yeah, so I think by the time I upload this, it'll be February. By the time I upload the VOD to this, by the time I upload the VOD of this, it will be February 10th. So yeah, so the Mega Man and Bass video will still be coming. So anyways, hope you guys are having a good day, night, evening, depending on which time zone you're in. And I will see you all next time. So peace out, take care, and stay safe.